Hello everyone, welcome back in biology class. As you are knowing, the chapter is going on cell, the fundamental unit of life, and today we will try to understand a new topic in this chapter, that is the plastids. Okay, ninth biology, and the topic is plastids. Dear students, plastids are cytoplasmic organelles which are visible under light microscope, but their detailed structure can be seen only by electron microscope. Okay, if we talk about their occurrence, so they occur in plants and protists, while they are altogether absent in animals. Okay, on the basis of their types, if we talk about their location, they can be found in the root, in the stem, in leaves of the plant. Okay, and if we talk about their types, there are two types of the plastids on the basis of whether they are exposed to sunlight or not exposed to sunlight. Okay, the first is leucoplast. This leucoplast do not have any coloring. It is non-colored, not exposed to light. They are found in root, they are found in stem, they are found in all those parts that work for the storage. They are further divided into three parts. One is the amyloplast, that store starch. Second is aleuroplast, that store protein. And third is elaioplast, that store fats, oils. These plastids are not exposed to sunlight. Now, the second type of plastid, that is called the chromoplast. These are exposed to sunlight, and they are also further divided into two categories: non-green plastids and green plastids. And this green plastids you are familiar with, that is the chloroplast. While non-green plastids other than green color, like the red color of tomato, okay, root color of carrot, orange, yellow, many more colors are there. Okay, so let's study about the green plastids, chloroplast, in this chapter. Like mitochondria, they are also enclosed in dual layer membrane, bilayer membrane, the outer membrane and the inner membrane. The outer membrane is freely permeable, while here also the inner membrane inner membrane is thrown into numerous folds, but here the difference is these folds are set free. These folds become free, while in mitochondria those folds are converted into crystal. Okay, but here they are set free and are called lamellae. These lamellae arranged one over another in a hip-like structure called thylakoids, and these thylakoids collected in hip form are called grana. One of this is called granum. Okay, grana is the plural or granum is the singular number. Okay, this is the matrix. This hip-like structure is grana and this is stroma. This stroma contains enzymes, ribosomes, lipids, RNA, DNA, circular DNA, metallic ions, all the things which mitochondria contain. Okay? This stroma part of the chloroplast contain this type of materials in it. Okay? This is the folds of inner membrane that arranged in the pile of coin, and this pile of coin grana. Here, do you know grana, singular is grana, is the site of light reaction. Is the site of light reaction, while stroma is the site of dark reaction. Light reaction and dark reaction means photosynthesis. You are knowing a process in which green part of the plant use the solar energy in presence of chlorophyll to synthesize their food. So this trapping of solar energy is done by the granum part, while formation of carbohydrate is done by the stroma part. And this is not necessary that these two processes go simultaneously one after another, all together. Okay, it happens that granum part means light reaction happens in one time and dark reaction happens in another time. Okay, so this is the structure of the chloroplast. Now their function. Function of plastids. In green plants, they help in photosynthesis. That is the chloroplast. Chloroplast help in photosynthesis in green plants. Okay, and that's why chloroplast are called kitchen of the cell. And second thing, the chromoplast give different color to different plant parts, and in flowers, attractive colors of the flowers attract insects and that facilitate the pollination. Okay, facilitate pollination by attracting insects due to attractive colors of flowers. Okay, and similarly, due to attractive color in fruits, animal also become attracted towards it, and they help in the dispersal of seeds. Okay, dear students, as I said, because it contain DNA, so it is able to synthesize some of its protein. So it often regarded as semi-autonomous organ. Mitochondria also. Okay, so it is also regarded as the semi-autonomous organelle of the cell because it has its own DNA, and this DNA is able to synthesize some of its protein. Okay, so this is all about the chloroplast and plastids in your syllabus. Hope this will make you understand all the things. Thank you very much. Have a nice day to all of you. Thank you for watching.